Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of Ranime. That is the name I'm going with for this little series of mine. Here we talk about random anime that I've watched off of my anime list. So here's a little fun fact about me and anime. I have a weakness for a few things, trains, and short anime. And by short, I mean shows that have a very short runtime. That's about a little less than 5 minutes. I guess because that makes it easier to watch, and I can watch more shows in a day. However, that doesn't mean these are the best shows out there. Don't get me wrong, there are some shows that have a short runtime that I really love. But there are others that aren't that great, and we'll talk about them one day. However, today, we are talking about a little show called Fumikiri Jikan, otherwise known as Crossing Time. Crossing Time is a slice-of-life comedy that takes place in front of a railroad crossing. The anime initially aired spring of 2018, has a total of 12 episodes, with a runtime of about 3 minutes each. The overall premise of the show is to show what goes on while people are waiting for the gate to lift. There are 7 groups of people in this show, and each episode only focuses on one of the 7 at a time. Just to name a few, we have stories centered around friends who are talking about being young, stories about what goes on in someone's head when they're next to somebody they like, siblings who just text each other. While these stories aren't necessarily over the top, some of these stories do get a little strange. For instance, we have a story set around a student coming across a drunk guy. The way these situations are handled, or rather, the general dialogue, is comical, but it's still grounded in reality. However, my personal favorite is a businessman who sees a student who looks like his crush from all those years ago. To avoid spoilers, I won't say why this is my favorite part, but it tends to err on the side of supernatural. Kind of. While these are shorts, the story arcs that they do introduce do span multiple episodes. But most of these shorts are very hit or miss, and if the ratings on my anime list are any indication, yeah. I'll be honest, some of these episodes I didn't care for, or just thought they were alright, and that is kind of the trend with these very concise and short shows. But there are some moments presented that are pretty relatable, like how people just tend to text rather than talk, even if they're right next to each other, or what goes on in somebody's head when they're right next to their crush. While the show isn't the best of shows out there, it's definitely worth a watch, at least to me. There are moments that the show does really well, and others where it's like, well, that was an episode. But with all that in mind, the question is, where do you watch it? As of right now, Crossing Time is available for streaming on Crunchyroll. However, that seems to be about it. There isn't a physical release, nor is there an English dub. But this anime is an adaptation of a manga that goes by the same name. As of right now, the manga is still ongoing, and it rates just about the same according to my anime list. However, there doesn't seem to be any legit way to obtain it, which is usually the case for these small-time shows. If you have some time and just want to watch something, I'd say give it a shot. You really aren't missing much, but that's just my opinion. It isn't anything groundbreaking, but if you want to watch something different and more grounded in reality, then do check it out. Well, another video done. Yeah, this one was pretty darn short and not easy to edit though, but then again, short content. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to go with this and what exactly I'm trying to present here. I mean, this is all just me kind of rambling about shows I watched and what I thought of them. That's really about it. But yeah, so stick around. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. Thanks.